Welcome to the Middle AGEish podcast. Authentically and unapologetically keeping it real. Discussing all things middle age-ish. A time when metabolism slows and confidence grows. Join fashion and fitness entrepreneur Ashley Badowski, former Celtic woman and founder of the Lisa Kelly Voice Academy, Lisa Kelly, licensed psychologist and mental health expert, Dr. Pam Wright, and highly sought-after cosmetic injector and board-certified nurse practitioner, Trisha Kennedy Roman. Join your hosts on the journey of Middle AGEish.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Middle AGEish. I'm Trisha Kennedy Roman and I'm joined here today with my co-host Ashley Badowski, Lisa Kelly, and Dr. Pam Wright. So thank you for joining us for our sofa talk.
Yay.
These are my favorite. I love these.
Yes.
Because they're so random. One never knows what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Never know.
Nope.
I was excited though. I said that intro really fast.
You did.
Because we were talking
You're so
about
professional.
Well, thank
Seriously.
you.
Like, I know, like, the times that
Thank
I've
you.
had.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
She could say that in her sleep, probably.
I know,
you
seriously. Like, I put, like, the times that I've had her introduce somebody, I'm like, I have it on my phone. I'm like, whoa, I don't know. Yeah, you just need to do it from now.
It's the worst though. Like if you look at someone and go, oh, I can't
Well, I
remember
did
her
that
name.
the first time when we did the psychic. I was like, I looked at Pam and I'm like,
I always make eye
psychic
contact.
God knows I don't have a problem talking. Like, that's not my problem. But yeah, like I really did. I was like, okay. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm not good with names outside of like where we're supposed to be. So
Right,
like,
yeah.
I can remember everybody when I'm in the studio, but when I go out and I see them outside, I'm like, oh no.
No, the worst is when you like recognize someone, but you don't know where, and you're like, how do I know that person?
Yeah, your
How do I know
brain
that
goes
person?
into
How do I know
like
that
just
person?
panic,
Yeah.
freeze, attack. Yeah.
Or do you ever, well, I think it's even crazier. If you go somewhere like Disney or where was it? Oh, when I was in New York, I saw the same people like 2 or 3 times in the day in different places.
Oh, that's
Okay, I think
weird.
that's just weird.
So weird. Yeah, I saw people from Peachtree
That's like
City
deja
in New
vu.
York in 3 different places, like all over
I
the
just don't
city.
even know how that's possible.
Yeah,
I
that
know,
is
it's
really
crazy.
weird.
Crazy. Yeah.
There were stalkers.
Or random people that you just see in Disney and then you see them all the time. That happens to me.
I've seen random
It's
patients
weird.
in other states when I'm like I was in the bathroom
Really?
and I think it was Boston and somebody walked out and said, "You do my Botox." I was like, "I do."
You're like, well, girl, you look
You
fabulous.
You look good. You
Yeah,
look good.
you
Wow.
look-
I'm glad that was
Of course
me.
I do. Speaking of, I saw one of our guests on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Tracy.
What?
Yes.
What?
Tracy. Is it Tracy Anderson?
Yes.
I am
Yes.
shocked.
Wait,
So-
what? All right.
No,
well,
but okay, I've been watching that, so that must have been a recent one because I've.
It's
What?
about the third or 4th episode in.
There's only 8, right?
Yeah, there's only 8.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, when they go in to get their Botox and their fillers,
It was her place.
it's her place. It's Rise.
oh my God.
I know her. I know
I
her.
totally missed that part.
Wow.
I've got to.
Yeah.
I've seen the commercial, so I'm going to have to start
People are addicted to that. My clients say that they watch it all the time.
because that's the one with all the young girls.
It
Like they're
started like as a TikTok something.
Yeah, they were
You
a
can say.
TikTok sensation, and then there was a big drama. But I'm not disclosing anything that you don't learn in like the first 30 seconds of it. There was a big TikTok drama because one of the lead girls in it said that all the wives were swinging, husbands were swinging. So it was like
wait, so they're not all
But they were
married
like,
to-
one in general swinging or something.
Okay, hold
No, they're married and swinging.
they're
But I-
married and
but-
swinging.
But I
So-
thought it was like not.
So this
full
is not
swinging.
sister wives where they're all like married to the same guy.
They're all married to the same. No.
They
No.
all
Sorry,
have
they're
their
all.
own.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
Okay, so
swinging
they're just
with each
Mormon
other.
wives.
They're just Mormon wives. Yeah.
It's kind of like my housewives of Salt Lake City.
Which, yes.
Which
yes,
okay.
So they're all married to different guys, and apparently one of them was swinging. And then, so really, the whole series starts with the fallout from one of the girls claiming that they all were swingers. I'm just so on the fence about the whole thing. I hate mocking any religion, and I don't understand. Because it's like a salacious look into LDS,
Right.
As opposed to, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about
Because
it.
it's such a strict. It's
I
very
was gonna say, like,
strict and
And
structured.
it's such a
very-
protected religion too.
Exactly.
And
So I don't know how you swing. I mean, which
Well,
is,
I'm sure that's
which is
not
ki- but-
condoned
but
upon-
which is
No,
kind of
it's
like
not.
which is kind of like an oxymoron because there are those that have like the offshoots of LDS that still believe that you can have multiple wives. Thank you. But yet swinging
Yeah, it's
just
But can I say this though? This is interesting. So in the Housewives of Utah, Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
So the girl that's one of the main like characters, she drinks Diet Coke 24/7, and she owns a tequila distillery, and that's how they make their money. And they're like anti-caffeine.
Yes.
Well, so no, they can have soda.
They can have soda.
They can have soda,
Yeah.
not Coke
Okay.
or I'm sorry, not coffee or tea.
Okay.
But soda they
So
can
what's
have.
the difference if it's caffeine?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
But
just know
anyway,
that
but
they
she
can have
owns
soda.
like this tequila, and it's like this whole thing in the show that you
not supposed to have
produce
that.
alcohol, and that's how you make your money, but that's not allowed.
Wow. Well,
right?
there's a lot of these girls are drinking as well. So there's like half of them drink, half of them don't. Half of them have tattoos, half of them don't. So there's a lot of the
there's
break
like a
away
half that
from.
is like practicing Mormons.
Well, they're
or
all practicing apparently, but there's like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to watch
honestly,
it.
It's really
that
trashy.
could be like-
it's really trashy.
But it is kind of. I like watching the trashy stuff.
Well,
I
we
guess
all know
it's
that
interesting.
we love,
It just
reality
wasn't
TV.
very well produced. It's not like the wives, the Real
It's like
Housewives.
reality, though, right? Supposedly,
It's kind of like reality, and it's more like maybe The Bachelorette than it is like
so
the
manufactured
Housewives.
reality,
Yeah,
which even that's
They're very
saying
pretty.
something.
They're very.
well, I mean, the commercials I've
beautiful.
seen, because I guess now
They're
that
stunning.
I'm watching Salt Lake City, I now see commercials for that all the time.
and they're stunning girls. They're nice. They're nice girls. It's not like they're not nice girls, and it's just kind of playing up on this whole mean girl kind of thing, and
Right.
I'm a better Mormon than you, and which I found strange because apparently they don't like to be referred to as Mormons either. It's supposed to be LDS, and then,
Really?
yes, and then they then they use that term themselves. So apparently, it's
I wonder,
LDS.
like you, like were you in like high school? Like sometimes the preachers' kids were like the wildest ones. I
Yes.
they have so many rules that's why they like try to like
Break
the
out.
rule.
Yeah, but I suppose they don't really know any different. So, like, if you're growing up in Salt Lake City, I assume like the majority are LDS.
Yes.
So you don't know any different. But then I think TikTok and social media and everything has brought an outside world in.
Right.
We didn't have that issue in Ireland because the priests didn't have children.
So, well, we hope not.
Well, there's many, but yeah, they weren't. You weren't known. It wasn't known that they were. It's just I really felt on the fence.
So I wonder how did this become even a show? Like, do you even know? Like, how?
It came from their TikTok. So their TikTok was so popular that they were approached by whatever company decided to
Is it like
do
Bravo
this.
or something? Or I mean,
I don't think it's
on Hulu.
It's on
I don't
Hulu.
think
I don't
so.
think it's Bravo. Yeah,
it's
maybe it's a Hulu
Yeah, it is
original.
Hulu.
Yeah. Just weird. Probably wouldn't watch it again. Don't think I'd watch the second season.
You
of it.
wouldn't.
No,
I don't know. I kind of binged it.
I mean, I might have to just
I've heard.
Take a
I hear
look.
people are
It's
binging
worth
it.
taking a look. It is nothing like Nobody Wants This, though.
Okay, so what's
Okay,
that?
so what is that?
You
What's
always
that?
know what to watch.
I know. I mean,
I know.
Lisa should be our like,
Inform
what to
us.
watch.
What
Yes.
is
So
this?
it's on. No, it's not on the same theme at all. So it's a rom-com, which I thought was a movie, and I don't do movies because I don't have the brain capacity to sit still that long. However, I did binge like 5 episodes of it.
So you actually did watch
I
the movie.
but it's about a podcaster. It's about a
2
sex
movies.
podcaster. Kristen Bell's a sex podcaster,
I
and
saw a
she
preview.
goes to a party.
That looks adorable.
And she meets Adam Brody, who's a rabbi, and it's all about their
this.
relationship, which is just adorable.
Is this the one where she thinks it's the rabbi, but it's not? It's really like the guy that's the jerk. And then,
Yes.
okay, I
Yes.
saw the first episode. It was really
So
good.
worth
Okay.
I love her.
watching.
She's
I did
funny.
see that.
She
I love
is
her.
fabulous in this. She's so fabulous.
But you've seen the whole thing.
I've seen the whole thing. Yeah,
Is it
it's great.
good?
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay,
It's
okay.
so
I
worth
need
the
to
watch.
watch.
It's just easy because I'd watched the Menendez brothers before that. So I was like, okay, I need some
Oh
light
my
relief.
God.
How was that?
The Menendez brothers. Oh,
What did you learn from the minute? Because I want to
didn't-
know.
I'm
because I don't want to watch
still.
it.
I don't know what I believe. I actually don't know what I believe. I came away thinking that they may have made it all up. That I don't know
do
if
you mean
they
they
were
made it all
abused.
up?
That
About
they
the
were
abuse.
abused.
The abuse. And then, the reason
I don't know though. I mean, they just seem so. I mean,
But there was some letter that apparently there was a letter that one of them wrote to the other one that they found or someone found.
to a cousin. Yeah,
that someone
apparently 8
found
months
and-
beforehand. But it was just they had tried to get all their friends to say that the father had abused them. All the
there was-
friends as well. Like it was just, there was
But
just
there
a
was
lot.
somebody that was, because he was a music producer or something, I think, but there was
Yeah, he
like
was.
someone who came out and said that he did sexually abuse or assault him or something.
I don't know. I don't know. It was
Speaking of
What would
abuse, and in the news, Diddy stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to even go there.
The craziest thing ever.
It's
I
horrible.
believe I think that
Oh,
one's,
that's
I
totally
think that's
horrible.
Everybody knew though, apparently. Everybody
and
knows.
that is like, that's what's so shocking is that the veil has come down and the way that you see all of that, like you start to question everything. Like you heard the rumors with Whitney Houston, you heard it with Prince, you heard it with Michael Jackson, but it was just these fabrications. No, this was just a
There's
tragic situation. But
Justin Timberlake song that they were playing the lyrics, and like when you hear it now, it's so sad.
oh no, that's Justin Bieber.
Oh, sorry,
Justin Bieber, yeah.
Justin Bieber. Yes, Justin.
I actually feel so horrible for that man.
Oh my God.
Well, for all of them. And the
Wait, for what man? Like Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Oh,
like,
because of the whole situation.
yeah, because I mean, per the reports, allegedly,
Yeah.
you know,
He was a little kid.
I
when he
mean,
first started that.
Usher had was given parental control and then gave it to Diddy
Yeah, to
for
Diddy.
48 hours that first
And it
weekend.
was a lot. But I think people now that I mean, not to be that person, but that there's cameras everywhere. I think that women feel more safe to come out and say things because when you see video evidence like what you see, how do you dispute like someone beating someone in an elevator or someone beating someone in
But I
a
think
hallway
that's
of a
how he
hotel?
got so. But in the flip side of that, which is going to be his downfall, but that's per allegedly. That's how he got all of the control, is he has videotapes of.
Oh yeah.
But when you see someone
multiple-
like beating someone like that, how do you even? I can't.
Because he
my
became
mind can't go that
untouchable.
way.
I think there's a sense when you have that much money and you have that much ego
And power.
there's a huge sense of power that you feel and I really feel with a lot of superstars, they surround themselves with yes people because they're paying people so much that they won't say no to them. So no matter what you do, you want to keep. I worked with a man years ago who always said to me, never pay people so much that they can't afford to leave.
Right.
Because
That's
then they're
so
not
valid.
there for the reasons they want to be there.
Right.
They're there because you're paying them so much. And I think that's what happens to people, especially in the music industry, industry.
Well, I
just
think
like
that's when
Matthew-
evil comes into
Yeah.
it, because evil is a huge player in all of this.
Yeah.
Like to do the things that has been alleged with multiple different levels of it. I mean, you get to a point where the corruption.
Oh.
Well, you think about Matthew Perry and now who's like responsible, like because his assistant was the one giving him the injections and he kept asking for the injections. And I think they knew that this was not correct, but yet he's asking for it and they work for him. I mean, it just becomes
Gonna
this
get
whole
fired,
like,
That
convoluted
doctor
thing.
pleaded guilty as well, one of the doctors.
Yeah, 100%. But it's like, I would rather hire someone who's like, hey, like enough. Like if if you're out
too.
drinking and you're making a fool of yourself or whatever, you want that friend who's like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Let's drink water. Let's
right.
cut it off. Let's go. Let's
100%.
leave. And not just like, hey, well, I'm going to do what they're saying because they're way above me, and I'm just going to keep doing what they tell me to do.
Yeah.
And that you're right. That's
I never
really
trust anyone who
scary.
agrees with me all the time.
Yeah. No.
You know what's crazy? So I was just trying to find those lyrics till I tell you guys about the one I heard, and it was "Lost myself at a Diddy party, didn't know how it go. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul. Wasn't worth it for the fortune and fame." So I just was trying to Google those lyrics, and I've heard it in Justin Bieber's voice, but in Snopes it said that they've reached out to Justin Bieber's camp, and that some people are saying that it might be AI generated. And that's freaky how AI, like you can hear, because I've heard it and sound like his voice, but I've heard Taylor Swift's song, like singing about a Travis Kelce breakup, who's definitely wasn't her, and how AI can.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was AI, but I do think that there's truth to whatever happened. I mean, because you can just look
a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. I mean,
A shadow of a
so
doubt.
again, that is one instance where it could be AI, but I do think that it's actually based in truth. And I think that probably more stuff is going to come out. Oh, well, we'll just, it'll depend on just how
They've
far
already
up
said that there is a mega star who is about to be exposed.
Wow.
I kind of
Like
hope
related to this?
Yeah. No, they say it goes all over the place.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's crazy just how when you get to that level, how warped things can get. I guess I'm glad I've not ever been at that level.
Yeah, again, it's money and power.
Yeah.
It's just money and power. It's like, and I think it's at every level.
Don't you sometimes wonder, like, are we, like, is this reality? Like, are we actually seeing what is reality? Because it's crazy.
It is crazy, but it doesn't surprise me. I mean, when I think back of the amount of rooms that I was in with men who like were of a different level to what I was at.
Right.
You were always exposed. And I think we were just, I know certainly I was, that like you're a people pleaser and you're doing what you're told and you're used to doing what you're told, but like you're totally taken advantage of. And I think when that goes even, and you're naive, and then when it goes a little bit higher. So like I remember thinking about Matt Lauer, like, oh God. Those kind of people.
What happened with Matt Lauer?
Oh,
Wait, what?
You don't
Years
know?
ago.
This is
years ago.
That's why he
fired by
left.
ABC.
Yeah. Left the Today
Was it
Show.
ABC? Well, not the
NBC.
NBC.
Today Show, wasn't it?
Yeah, Today Show. That's what the whole morning show is based on. The whole show.
I
So
have
like
no idea. I have to
all these people. So
Google
it's
it.
in every. It's in every industry. It's
I think
just
power corrupts in 90% of the cases.
absolute and money.
Well, look at people who win the lottery. Like, how many of their lives?
Oh, I know. And they're bankrupt in like 2 to 5 years, and they could win like hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're bankrupt in 5
It's the
years.
root of all evil, I tell you.
But I guarantee you, we all have stories about being taken advantage of and power differential. And I know I do.
Absolutely.
No, I think I've been pretty sheltered, I guess.
Oh gosh, no, I could write a book.
Actually, no, I'm from Missouri.
I know. And I got married. I mean, I did. That's the thing. Like, I got married young, and I mean, you can look back and be like, oh, okay, so maybe that boss was being a little extra flirty, but then, you know what I'm saying? Like, my life navigated differently, and I had Steven, and it changed the complete path of my life. So, yeah, but I don't doubt it at all. Like, at all. Yeah. It's just, I think because, again, my journey went in a completely different way.
Yeah.
So I wasn't necessarily exposed to that to the extent.
Yeah. I'm just glad that people are speaking out so much more than they used to. Because I feel like back in the day, you couldn't really speak
you didn't
out.
have a voice, I don't think.
I remember going to another professor, and they were just like, you know what? You really don't need to say anything because they're tenured, and so nothing will happen. I remember having that conversation and just being like, oh, okay. Nothing to say. What are you going to say? Nothing's going to happen. So, like, keep your mouth shut. I just think that was like the message back in the day.
Oh God, yeah,
100%.
yeah. It's mad. It's mad, but it'll be interesting to see.
Is good to have.
Video is absolutely,
and you can't dispute that. Right?
Text messages, trail of text messages, like it's going to be interesting.
Technology.
It's going to.
So do you think, because this is kind of like, I waver, do you think it's ever going to, because they say it's like Jeffrey Epstein times 20. Do you think it's ever going to see the light of day? Because
Oh, yes.
I think so. I think he'll talk.
Because like that's what my concern is that, okay, so supposedly he's not even a top tier. He just, so the ones that are top tier,
but think
like,
about
what
it,
would you do to like stop it from happening?
But
Wait, so
thing
P.
is
Diddy
that-
isn't the top tier?
No. But the thing is that they talk, like if I turn in Lisa, then she'll get lesser if we're reporting you. Does
I mean,
that make
and
sense?
don't get me wrong.
So
I hope he sings like a canary because I think the whole
everybody wants,
and I think he's evil, and I think that he deserves whatever's coming down on him. Like I think,
but there's usually somebody
he's
above.
Oh no! From what they say, allegedly, like he's not even close to top tier.
No,
he just knew to cover himself with the videos, and then that was what then kept everybody in line, and then the videos continue to come because that's what it's
scary. It's scary to think that people prey on people like that, though.
Isn't it?
Yeah, even as a psychologist, it's very
Evil walks amongst
upsetting.
us. I mean, it does. Like,
upsetting.
it's like,
But so much evil.
and yes,
I think that's the scary part. It's like there's just so much of it. So much of it everywhere.
And everywhere. School,
Yeah.
school.
Let's pivot to something more fun.
okay. All
times.
right, so we're going to pivot. Yes. All right.
Let me have a little drink to that first.
All right. Well, let's all take a drink. What
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Drinks. All right. We haven't done Would You Rather for a while.
Oh, God.
So I just Googled as we were sitting here.
Okay.
Here's your first
That's
one.
a huge pivot, by the way.
Would you rather?
Okay. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Whisper.
Whisper.
Okay, that's easy. All right, here's one. This is an unusual one.
Although, do you ever have that dream though, that you're trying to warn somebody of something and you can't shout?
No, that's horrible.
Okay, I actually have not had that dream.
Oh, yeah,
traumatic.
when you're
It's
trying to
terrifying.
get someone's attention and you can't shout.
I just had my most traumatic is when I went to school with no clothes on. Do you guys ever have that dream?
no.
Okay.
I've had a dream where I went to school and didn't have shoes, and then I couldn't find my locker, and
I've
I
had
forgot
straight
my
up
locker.
went to school naked.
Oh my God.
I thought that was normal.
No,
never
never
had
that
Horrifying. It's
dream.
horrible.
Dr. Pam, what do you think about that?
We should talk about this.
All right.
All right, back to our pivot. Well, here's one. Would you rather always have an eyelash in your eye or always have a hair in your butt crack?
Ew.
Oh, a hair, but my hair in my book.
Definitely,
Yeah, same.
definitely hair, my
Yeah.
eyelash in my eye.
Yeah.
I don't, but
You're not going to.
how would you even feel?
you feeling
a hair in your booty crack?
Mine are too close together. I don't think I'd feel it.
No, how would you feel a hair in your booty crack?
I feel my hair everywhere. My hair falls out so
Me
much. I feel it
too.
everywhere. Oh my God.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, when I'm in the shower, there's hair everywhere. Yeah, I spent half an hour picking
Yes.
hair.
All right, well,
Me.
here's I already I get the answer for Lisa, but I don't know the rest of this. Would you rather only be able to speak in riddles or have to sing every sentence?
I want to sing every
I would
sentence,
sing
even though I'm
too.
horrible.
I do too, even though I'm not
Yes.
good. Yeah.
I would
Because
rather
I
sing.
think,
Well, I'll
I
sing.
actually really view myself
Just
as
Lisa
Mariah
will
Carey.
sound good.
Or Lisa.
You can mime and I'll sing for you.
Yeah. We'll have these
I feel like I'm you. I should, let me just belt it out.
We should
Oh
say
my
the
gosh,
riddles
I want a
and let her
YouTube
sing.
video of
always
me
said I
singing with your voice, and I'll be viral.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, by the way,
There's a few
you want to hear something really sweet? By the way, my mom has trouble sleeping sometimes, right? So I went up. I went up. I heard I heard people talking upstairs. It was really late at night, and I went upstairs to hear what was going on. I walk in. I hear Lisa singing on it. Alexa. My mom was listening to Lisa Kelly
You do
songs.
have a gorgeous voice.
Trying to,
Of course
so she
you
was
do.
listening
It's like
to you.
a freaking
fall
night.
asleep.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I got to walk in and hear Lisa at 2
love
a.m.
you.
singing.
I know.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
She was like, listen to Lisa. Okay.
All right.
Uh-oh. What's
I know.
next?
These are really would you rather. I have no idea.
We're all agreeing.
I think
What's
someone was
I know what that
drinking
is.
or yeah. Where am we? Are okay. No, but I think this is pretty. Would you rather accidentally swallow a spider or a moth? Moth.
Ew.
Ew, mom.
Oh my God.
Although I think we have all swallowed spiders because apparently they crawl into your mouth at night.
I know. That's terrifying.
I've never heard that.
Oh, actually, I've heard that. And they,
That's horrible.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that
Yeah,
never
so-
happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Okay. Would you rather have a toe the size of a foot or a finger the size of a hand?
Toe the size of a
Toe,
foot.
because then you could
can
just
hide
size up
that.
your shoe.
No, that would really mess up your whole shoe
Yeah.
game, Ashley.
Yeah.
I'm like you. We could hide it.
Can you just have
We'll
surgery
hide it.
and take it off?
Exactly.
Yeah, you can now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of having things taken off, what about extras? Would you rather have an extra arm or an extra leg?
Extra arm. I get so much done if I had 3 arms.
I have to agree with Lisa on that one because
Yeah.
that would throw off my shoe game
Yeah.
if I had 3 legs.
If I was a
don't wear
guy, I'd
gloves.
say an extra leg.
I could run faster.
That's what she said.
Is that an extra leg you have there? Okay.
Are you just happy to see me?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, I'll give you one more.
All right.
Would you rather have a head?
Oh!
It's going to be
Okay.
Delete.
Please. Okay. I can't even say it now.
My husband would be like, head please. Thank you.
I can't even read that one.
Trisha is, she's
go.
blushing.
She is. All right. Would you rather have the head the size of a watermelon or a golf ball? So your head is the size of a watermelon?
Not the head.
The head, not the head. My head is the size of a watermelon.
I know.
I have a huge
I
head.
have a big head.
I do.
I
I
have
have
a
a huge
big
head.
head.
I have a huge head. I can't wear hats.
I'd rather have a head like
You would put a golf ball because you would look like
Yeah.
I'd rather
Weird.
the bobblehead.
That would just, yeah.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon. Okay, so
I feel like
we've
I'm already
agreed on
there.
this. Is the first time we've
that
agreed
is
on
actually the first time
everyone.
we've-
And we've learned things. You learned about spiders.
Yeah, I wish
I
I
learned
didn't
about
know
your
that.
dream about going.
I thought everyone had
Crazy
that.
dreams. No.
No.
Do what?
No.
About, Trisha, worst dream is going to school.
Pam and I
naked.
have to do a little therapy session after this.
Going to school. Yes. Going to school
I'm
naked.
telling you,
Let me
mine
interpret
are
your
always
dreams.
where I go to school and I can't find my locker and I can't remember my locker code and I have to go to the front office and get it.
And she wore the wrong shoes.
I know, and I didn't look fabulous. I didn't have my tan on. I didn't have my great shoes, and then I had to walk down the hallway to the front office.
My worst recurring dream, which happens a lot.
We should talk about this. This is a good one.
Yeah,
Go
this would be a
around.
good one.
I can't get to the stage. Like I'm supposed to be on the stage. I'm on next.
Yeah.
And I can't get there.
terrifying.
I can't get around to the stage. So there's that one. And then there's the one that I'm on stage and I don't know what I'm supposed to sing. Nobody's giving me the music. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be singing.
gosh.
They're my two. It used to be school before I did this for
Right.
a living. It was like I'd go into an exam and I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So it's always obviously
Always
that I
fear.
feel underprepared
Right.
for everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
my recurring wake up in a sweat. Can't
Gosh,
get to
my
the
nightmare would
stage.
be that I was on stage, not that I couldn't run, that I was on stage.
And the lights. Boom.
That's
Just
crazy.
trying not to get
It's
there.
Naked.
Being you're naked. But being on stage is the craziest thing because you can't see anybody. So it's not like it really isn't as terrifying as you think it's going to be because for the most part, like 90% of the time when you walk on stage, you can't see people because the lights are so bright. So you're just standing there.
I would
it's
be
the craziest
standing there
thing.
with no talent. So
You could talk. You could stretch your stuff up and down the runway.
You could do some comedy.
Yodel.
Yodel.
Oh my
So
gosh,
there
that would be
was
bad.
this. All right. So what's your, Dr. Pam? What is your reoccurring dream?
I don't have reoccurring dreams, but I used to have sleep paralysis. Do you know what that is? It's terrifying.
No.
So sleep paralysis is where you're always in your bed, but there's some dark figure or something.
Oh,
that
I've had
comes
that.
And you can't talk. It's
Yeah.
kind of like what you were saying.
Okay.
You can't talk, you can't move, you can't yell, but you're always like, you're never anywhere else. So it's not like a dream where you're like,
But you
I'm
see the
shooting
shadow
people or whatever.
figure?
But you see something dark coming at you and it's standing there and you can't say anything,
Yes.
breathe, alert, do anything, like you're paralyzed. And that is like you're in between
terrifying.
that like dream state and the
So
like,
where does that
awake.
come from? Because that's happened to me twice in my life.
It's just sleep paralysis. It's where your brain waves get caught between going to sleep and like still being awake, and you're in this like kind of like transition, but you are remembering everything. Like it's scary, but you can't move.
I know.
can't
So like,
move.
where does
So
the
sleep
shadow
paralysis.
figure play into like your brain waves
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff?
just always that there's something that you need to like alert or do something, and you're just very aware that you can't move, that you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
So that's
That's so valid. Like I said, that's happened to me twice in my life. And yeah.
very different than sleep terror or sleep terror is where you have like horrible dreams and you wake up screaming and you feel like they're real and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's very different. But sleep paralysis is terrifying because you're always
would
right
say
there
so.
in your bed.
Well, the shadow
you can't
figure is
move.
so evil. Like it just permeates evil. At least it did in the 2 times it happened to me.
Yeah, dark. Like I've had like hooded, like somebody in like a hooded thing. I one time had a kid, this sounds crazy, but there was a dark and it was like a cat figure. It sounds weird, but it was like running around the ceiling and about to like drop on me. I know it sounds dumb.
No,
but
no,
at the
no.
time you're
Mine's
like,
always just been like a
can't
shadow
move."
figure, but then it would levitate like right over me.
Well, and
I
sometimes
would-
you're aware,
Scary.
like your spouse or your partner is beside
Oh my
you,
gosh,
but
no.
you can't alert them and you can't say anything.
The last time it happened, oh my gosh, it was probably like maybe 15, 16, no, maybe 18, 19 years ago. And yeah, like the shadow figure was coming down the hallway. I was obviously in bed with my husband and it literally,
Good.
huh?
Not like the Mormon wives. So that's
No,
good.
no. Yeah,
that's
no.
good.
Yeah, I don't share. We all know that, guys. I don't share. Are you kidding me? No. And yeah, like it completely levitated
So
and it just
scary.
was like, it literally permeated such bad energy. And I just remembered thinking to myself, Ashley, scream, come on. You can do it. Wake up.
That's the
do
most
it.
terrifying thing.
Oh my
ever.
gosh. I've actually never talked to somebody who.
Oh, yeah. I used to have them all the time.
Gosh, I'm thankful for my naked dreams. These are horrible.
I've
I'd rather
never
get
had
so
no-
naked.
those
So
dreams.
just so you know, and so everyone knows, if you take anything to assist with sleep or anything to help you sleep, your dreams become way more vivid. Not necessarily like sleep paralysis, but you will have much more vivid dreams. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. If you ever take anything to help you sleep, your dreams, like, so people come in and they're like, oh,
I don't need
slept,
more
but,
vivid
like,
dreams.
I remembered every single thing of my dreams. And when I woke up, I was thinking about what just happened. And I was like, that really happens all the time with those medications.
And then I can't even imagine if I took something because
I wouldn't-
Holy Mother Mary.
I'm going to take Lunesta and listen to Matthew McConaughey read me a story, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe that'll be your.
I've never taken the sleeping pill.
I am so terrified of
either.
Lunesta because, well, first of all, my body reacts so weird to any type of pharmaceuticals and stuff like that. And I've heard like where people be like pulled over in the middle of their town in their nightgown and they're like,
I think that's an Ambien thing more than anything.
oh, you're right. That's Ambien.
Ambien helps you go to sleep, and Lunesta typically keeps you asleep, if that makes sense. So Ambien is
So you have to take both of them
together?
Well, no, but no, one or the other. But Ambien is like more where people have trouble falling asleep, and Lunesta is like I am waking up like every couple hours in the night, so they'll take Lunesta to like keep them asleep through the night. So they're kind of different. They do different things in a way. I mean, they're all sleep medications like trazodone. I mean, there's a lot of sleep medications.
Yeah.
I have that for the dogs.
I was like, I have that. I
there you go.
actually have that for my pup.
And do they go?
Well,
Do they knock out?
Nope.
My
Does not work.
My Coco does.
Yes.
Yeah, my Coco does.
It should work. Trazodone can definitely knock you out, but that's one. But Lunesta is usually to keep you asleep. So a lot of people, I think, are probably more on
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
Ambien too. They're
All
strong.
right, so it was the Ambien because I was like, oh my God, I could just see that happening right now. I'm going to be driving around my hometown, like just like,
In trainers.
Naked.
In running
But
shoes.
people
That
who
is shocking.
sleepwalk. Sleepwalking is like terrifying.
That's
When people
terrifying,
I've
yes.
had a roommate or two that was sleepwalking.
That would
and it is
freak
terrifying
me
because you wake up and they're like standing right there.
Oh my God,
talking
I would
to
need
you,
an
and you're like,
exorcist.
why are you here? Why are you talking
I
to
would
me?
need an exorcist.
No, my mom, she talks in her sleep. And my youngest son, he used to like sleep with her when he was little. And he was like, Mom, grandma's freaked me out. So when I took her for her birthday to stay in a hotel room, she's having full on conversations. And I'm like, is she dying? Like, is she talking to the other side? Like, she full on has
She's probably
conversations
just in
when
her
she's
dream,
sleeping.
just talking
Yeah, I mean,
in her
she has
dream.
full on conversations. But it's funny, she gets mad at our dogs a lot in her sleep. I learned when we were in a hotel room together, she's yelling at her sleep. But yeah, I was like, when she first started talking, I was like, oh my gosh, like, is she transitioning?
so
like,
you can just hear everything. Like
she's talking to people.
Yeah, Harry talks in his sleep the whole time. Oh, wow. Whole time. I can't sleep anywhere near him because he like has full conversations.
interesting.
And he curses so badly in his sleep.
So funny.
so like, who
That's
are they
so
talking
funny.
to? Like, are they
I
really
think in
talking?
the dream, I think in the dream they're just
Yeah.
engaged in what's going on.
Yeah.
But people who sleepwalk, that's a whole different level of like that can be very scary for people.
I think I sleep eat. Seriously.
That's a thing too.
No, I do. I will.
That's what we do.
So listen, my mom, it makes me so much. She always buys crap, right? And she thinks she's spoiling the kids, but I'm the one who eats it because she lives with me, right? So I woke up this morning and I had a plate with like a cherry turnover thing, like half eaten last night. I guess I like got in the middle of the night, like I was really tired and got up and I was like, I kind of half remembered it, but I like ate like half a cherry
There
turnover.
are people who literally have to they have to chain their like refrigerator
probably gonna have to start
and
doing that,
their
I think.
cabinets at night because they will get up in the middle of the night and literally go eat almost everything and have no recollection at
cherry
all.
turnover
I get
last
so
night.
mad if I have to get up and pee.
I see. I do too. I try
I
and talk
get
myself.
so
like,
me
do
too.
you really?
And then, like,
do you really? You
I
can
know
do
it's
this.
not going to be a
I
good
know.
sleep.
I know, but you're still not willing to get up. You're still like, nope, I'm so comfy.
Yep.
And then you're just like,
Oh, no.
Do you notice like now it's more and more like, okay, it's 3 a.m. It's 5 a.m. It's like I'm going
No,
out
I'm a
2
good
hours.
sleeper.
I was a
thank
good
God.
sleeper until the past 3 weeks.
I'm horrible.
And then
I'm horrible
it's,
sleeper
and then
myself.
it's 3 a.m.
5
full
a.m.
on. No, I don't even. Yeah, like I just get up and make some coffee, and then my
Oh,
brain
gosh.
just goes into like.
So you
that's
can't
'cause you're
you can't go
stressed.
back to sleep.
I can't. Once I'm
no,
up, I
that's not
can't.
I mean, and
would
I've
depend,
always
yeah.
been such a good sleeper, but yeah, stress to me, like that's where it starts to impact.
Yeah,
Is that
a
my
sleep
sleep?
disruption.
And as soon as my eyes pop open, it's just
That's sad.
And why is that? Like in the middle of the night, you can have this same thought process. So even if you're stressed and you're like, okay, well, this is not making sense, but how I'm going to figure it out, whatever. But at night, there is no figuring it out. It's so doom and gloom. It's like, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen. But if you have the same, or for me, if I have that same thought when I'm awake, I can figure it out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
No, I want to be
okay,
Lisa.
It's because you're the exhaustion, and then when you're sleeping, your beta and theta waves are doing like different things, and it's just like very difficult to like get back into that. But our bodies are geared to like, okay, let's just go back to sleep. But if you wake up with a thought in your head like, oh gosh, I forgot to do this, or what do I have to do tomorrow, and like if you go down that rabbit hole, you're never gonna go back to sleep.
Lately, I've even told myself when I wake up, okay, you understand that this thought is not going to be a big deal tomorrow at 9 o'clock or today.
Here's the thing. One of the best things I tell people to do who have like those racing thoughts and anxiety, like 30 minutes before you go to bed, write down like everything in your head that you need to do tomorrow, that you need to get done, that's on your head, that's on your mind, whatever. And then don't look at any screen, no TV, no screen.
See, that's what I need to probably stop doing.
Phone, anything. Read the most boring book you can, whatever. Listen to like a very boring podcast or like,
which is not us, by the way.
Or anything that's like, there's so many like go to sleep things on like
I
YouTube.
do need to do that.
And just like listen to that or read something boring and then just like go to sleep. But then if you put it out on paper, honestly, it gets out of your head. Okay. It really does help. Like
okay, that's amazing. So like I have lately, obviously everyone knows, well, hopefully everyone knows about the horrible situation in Western North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee. So I like every night before bed, I watch the reels and I'm just like thinking about them. But yeah, that's like, I literally have even told myself when I wake up, this is not going to be a big deal at 9 o'clock in the morning. You know this, like you know that this is going to be fine. And I
hate to say this, but like even now, like before an election, before like with everything going on, there are like clients that I have to say, your assignment is just don't watch TV. Yeah. Just don't watch TV. Well, I've stopped watching,
except for my housewives.
Because if it gets stuck in your head and you're like hearing about all these deaths
doom and gloom.
It's like subconsciously,
it's just like it just comes in, and whatever you're seeing before you go to bed really does affect what you dream.
Okay,
and
you know when you're talking about dreams and dark figures, you've actually scarred me, Ashley.
Because well, you are welcome.
Yes. So because the other day we started to watch Dateline, or it wasn't a Dateline, but it was like a docu-series on crime things. That's how I fall asleep.
I do love Dateline and Law and Order.
But it was about a kid who was possessed, and we started to watch. I was like, stop, turn off. Ashley says you bring bad juju if it's anything like that. So I won't watch scary movies anymore like that. I have to do with that kind of thing because you freaked me out with that.
Well, I will say that I think like back in like the 80s, whatever, like those crazy scary movies, like I don't think that was, I mean, obviously it was crazy and psycho or whatever. I do think that scary movies nowadays do have a much darker intent. And they're incredibly twisted. And so I think that there's definitely a change. And that's where I came to like, okay, I don't want any of that. I will watch my Dateline. I will watch my Law and Order. But the scary stuff that's out there that they make these movies and stuff, I do think that it has taken a much darker turn and just don't put yourself open to that nonsense because it's totally different than like the Freddy Kruegers.
Yeah. You can look back at that and like be like, oh my gosh, I was scared of this. Like this is like funny. Like Jaws.
Jaws is so funny now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the very last scary movie that I watched, and I mean, I was younger. It was The Exorcist. And I literally remember the thought process. Like, this isn't right. Like, this isn't like, no, this isn't.
You have me freaked out now.
No, granted, that is like based on a true story, but.
Yeah. I think the more things are realistic, the more scary they are for people.
Yeah. And I think that like, if you just like, you start to learn that if you open yourself up to even watching something that has such negative energy that, because we all, I mean, we've learned this, we're all energy. Yeah. So you either attract negative, you attract positive, but absolutely not. I will not even open up my house to those crazy things. Nope.
Never watched them. I've never watched The Exorcist, The Omen, Freddy. I've never watched.
Oh, I've never seen The Omen. Yeah, no, I did watch.
I've seen, but I don't.
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. But that was all in the 80s, and like my girlfriends and I would like,
and they were so cool.
We would have like sleepovers and like see if we could scare ourselves, of course.
Yeah,
but
I thought about us because there was this saying. It was like, in the movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh, yeah. It was like, if you're our age, it's like, no, because I would forget. Like, I forgot what we did last summer. I can't remember
what we did last weekend.
I don't even remember. Yeah, I can't remember last weekend. You're right.
No.
All right, so I'm going to put back to something funny again. So when I did the Would You Rathers, I had these prompts pop up.
Okay.
This is kind of funny because you weren't here yet, Pam.
Okay.
But this question, I already know the answer for this one. Would you win in an arm wrestle? Or who would win in an arm wrestle, you or the person next to you? Don't piss Lisa Kelly off because
Lisa Kelly is a freaking
she
badass.
could snap a neck.
Oh,
so
wow.
I couldn't open the wine bottle. I mean, I like really like I don't like that. Like I really want to like do my thing. So I was like trying with all my might.
I mean, it was.
I said okay. I
was
was
all in.
really trying. I wouldn't say anything. And then I said, okay, can someone do this? Lisa grabbed it, and I swear it's like
Snap that neck.
immediately.
it's like kryptonite.
She's like,
she loosened
It
it.
literally
She loosened
was
it.
snapping the neck, and we were both like, "Damn."
No, it was
Wow.
scary. Like I mean, she was like,
I was like, Lisa, did I tell you today how beautiful you are and how
Don't mess with
amazing
Lisa
you
Kelly
are?
in a dark alley.
That's all I can do. I can just open stuff.
well, I
I'm
sure
good
as
at
hell not
opening
arm
stuff.
wrestling you because that was
For sure.
freaky.
That was like we were both like, well,
I mean, it was
shit.
not even like it was like.
Yeah,
I
Arm
told them
wrestling?
it's the amount of testosterone.
No, I was going to say, if
basically
if
a man.
arm wrestling were an Olympic sport, you would like Lisa
Badass.
Kelly for the win.
Oh, by
Gold
the way,
medal.
speaking of testosterone,
Uh-oh.
facial and all that
Uh-oh.
stuff, I bought the tweezer man because you
What's the
said
tw-
it.
what's
There's
the
a tweezer. What's the tweezer guy?
Tweezer man, yeah.
Tweezer man,
Tweezer man, yeah. Have you never had a tweezer man?
I've never had a tweezer
Oh,
man.
they're
You just
so
send the box to be
amazing.
sharpened.
I
and
thought you
everything.
had to buy it from like something special.
First
but
of all, I
saw it at
don't even
Target.
know what this is.
I bought it at Target.
Yeah.
It's the best tweezer
like
ever.
the tweezers.
Oh.
And then if they go like dull or don't work anymore, you just send them back and they like sharpen them
I remember,
for you.
because I have keep one in my car and my tweezers stink. But she mentioned it. You were here.
Tweezerman.
Well,
you
it
don't
might-
forget.
It
You know,
might,
you don't
you know,
remember.
it might have been the wine or
Tweezers are like my thing. If I'm stuck anywhere, I will have a tweezers.
Okay, so
And
speaking of
probably
hair and body hair
Okay.
and stuff, do you guys shave like regularly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I got lazy, but I've like decided like
no.
because when I wear scrubs every day, I always have my legs covered. But I just decided like the other day I'm going to shave my legs every day, and I feel really accomplished. But I guess that's not really an accomplishment because you guys do that.
I just shave my legs.
I was like, I don't shampoo every day.
But then,
Every
like,
other-
I'm a man for 3 days if I don't.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, I'm the hairiest person alive. I've
No,
told you
I
this
probably
before.
am.
I know
had
you have,
to-
but I still don't believe it.
No, I am.
'Cause you're
Had
blonde.
to no, I'm not. I'm not blonde.
Well, you're blonde.
No,
looking.
I'm like
Ish.
No. My hair is as dark as Trisha's. My hair is as dark as yours.
Wait.
I would never
dark,
think
dark
that.
brown.
I guess you feel like your brows. You like your brows.
Yeah.
No, but her
And they're
brows
light
aren't as
brows.
dark as
They're
yours.
No, but they're light now. But yeah, no, I'm as dark as I'd be as dark as
So then-
the darkest part
But
of
we
your
should
hair.
all do laser hair removal.
I
Oh my
did
God,
it.
I'm
It
gonna
didn't work.
Stare at your
Laser hair removal.
forever.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
It didn't
pictures.
work?
Yeah, laser hair removal
Oh my God,
did
I
not
want to
work
see
on
your
me.
dark hair.
I'll show you later.
These are actually really funny. So
Okay.
here's one. What's the funniest thing you've ever done drunk?
I fall asleep. I'm not funny when I'm drunk.
Ride a bull at a rodeo and continuously dance on a bar.
Like a real bull?
Yep. No, it was walked out with a cowboy.
I've danced with Elvis on a bar before.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Not really Elvis, but
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not a
I would
funny
have to
drunk.
say that.
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
I've done really stupid
like you.
stuff.
Fall
I
asleep.
mean,
I could ride a
Pass
mechanical
out.
bull though, like no other.
yeah, no, this was a real bull. And then
Oh,
they
I didn't
they
know
asked
that.
me to like say the closing speech. I probably sounded like an absolute idiot.
Oh
my God, I
I'd
was
love to be a funny drunk.
So,
I'm just not.
oh my God.
I definitely
were at
get
a
more fun
dude-
when I drink.
We were at a dude ranch in Arizona and we had been drinking all day and
Tito's?
no, actually wine. And then like some of the cowboys had started like with the whiskey and I'm sucker for a good whiskey. And then I just literally thought it would be so amazing. And then I just walked up to this cowboy and I was like, can I get on? Anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's impressive.
That is
But I just
impressive.
do super.
I wish I was funny.
You're funny all the time. You're funny without drinking.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
But I'd be asleep at 3. I can't drink before 7 o'clock in the day.
See, because we all know that I go to bed at like 7.
Yeah.
So anytime there's like a text message with our group.
I said that to you last night.
Well,
Ashley's asleep.
night-night.
It was 10
8
past 8
o'clock.
last night.
If I'm drinking, it can be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
like
God.
just game on,
Oh, wow,
dancing, singing, just
I definitely crash faster now. Okay, here's another one.
okay.
Have you ever blamed a fart on someone else? Who was it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Everyone has.
Child.
I thought that was the
Well,
best thing
first-
about babies.
Oh, yeah.
But first
You're
of all,
gross.
we don't toot. But if we did, we
we
would
did.
absolutely,
It's not us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
absolutely.
No, that
blame
was the
somebody
best when you had a baby. Oh, your diaper's poopy.
Oh my goodness, look at you, you little stinky thing.
So I have an embarrassing moment. So I was a tour guide at a cave. We talked about that before. I was a tour guide at a cave. So cave air is like stagnant, right? Stagnant. So
I don't like where this is going.
It's bad. It's bad. It's embarrassing. So like usually tour groups like 35, 40 people, right? We go through. And I had bad gas one day. And so I was given like a little spiel about this one place where you see the bat poop stains on the ceiling. And I had gas. And I was like, I smell bat shit here. I was like, oh my God, it was so horrible. But it was not the bats. But I let them blame it on the bats.
No, that was amazing.
I think the bats are fine.
awful.
That's being dedicated to the role. Yeah.
You have manifested.
Method acting.
You manifested the bat poop.
You should be an actress.
Speaking of poop, here's another one.
Oh my God.
Would you? These are really good. Like I could go all night, so we'll cut them out here. But would you rather pee every time you laugh or shart every time you sneeze? Well, we already pee every time we laugh. So
anyway, yeah.
that's
You don't need
already
to
given.
Isn't that an
I
everyday
pee when I
thing anyway?
sneeze as well.
Yes.
So awful getting older.
Terrible.
Yeah.
What's the funniest nickname you've ever had?
I don't think I've ever really had.
I don't think anyone's called me a nickname.
I was like, I haven't had a nickname that I'm aware of.
Yeah, me either. I don't. We're not big on nicknames.
Oh, I had one.
Did you?
Yeah, I was Buggles. Because they said that my eyes were bugging out of my head. Because I had big eyes. And they were
You
like,
have pretty
Buggles.
eyes.
I was like, your eyes don't buggle out.
No, they don't.
Well, that was someone that was jealous of
When
you.
I was younger, they're like, oh my God, your eyes are so big. They're bugging out of your head.
Honey, that was just
Buggles.
someone that
I
was
like,
jealous of you.
I used to be Tish to Dish. And actually, I was telling Lisa, her son calls me TK Money now. That's
Yeah, I
my nickname.
love that.
TK Money.
TK Money. I feel like that needs to be a song.
He probably has one.
Okay, here's the last one. What's
right.
the cringiest thing you've ever shared on social media?
I don't think I've shared anything on.
I don't think I share, well, I'm not really a sappy person, so I'd probably share something cringy about Scott that I felt I had to do to be a good wife. And not that I wouldn't have meant it. I'm just not that person. I'm not a romantic person.
Right.
Which you told me last night that I'm not romantic at all. That I'm the least romantic.
Who said that? Wait, Scott said that?
Yeah, you told me I'm not romantic.
We have to come up with
I'm not.
something really romantic for you.
I
to
was
do.
like,
not
but
romantic.
that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not.
I'm not either.
I don't
But
want
Michael
flowers.
is, and
I
he
am.
and it makes him happy, and we're fine with that. Like he realizes that, like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm just not into romance.
Well,
don't
I think
romance.
that on social media is like too much.
Yeah, I don't like sharing. Well, I
Yeah.
guess
Like I
that's
said, I was like, I don't really think that
I'm not
I've
even like
shared
an
that
anniversary
much.
or like, I'm just I
Mine
don't
has been a
know.
Photoshop
It's
picture.
weird.
Like I've looked back on like pictures I've shared like years back. I'm like, oh my God, like I cannot believe one of my friends and say, what the hell, Trisha? That does not even look like you. Like that is definitely my worst one is like Photoshop.
But sure, that's everybody these days.
I was
I
like,
keep bumping
that's-
into people that I'm friends with, and I spend the whole time looking at their face going, it's no.
You're like, well, that
Same,
filter is
No,
amazing.
my kids will like crack up because I don't notice any of that stuff, but they'll look and they're like, her eyelashes like go up to the like welcome sign. Like and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
no, I never noticed that. Or like her, whatever. Like it's just weird that they say like, oh, her eyelashes are like into her hairline.
Well,
and
I
I'm
think
like, wait, what?
I know
And
someone
I'm
who does like you can touch it, but she's not very good at it because her husband always has on makeup too. Like when she does it, like she doesn't realize like she's not like not filtered.
No, I think
no.
So you see like he has on like lipstick and blush. I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to figure out the filters. So
that would be funny.
That is funny.
That's not good though.
yeah,
That's why filters get me in trouble because I wouldn't even know how to. Stop
I don't
that.
even know how to do a filter. Honestly, like on like Instagram, I'm like, I have no idea.
I don't know how to use Instagram.
No.
I started
I'm
using
not even
Instagram.
on
I don't know how to use
Instagram.
it. Yeah, I don't know how to
No.
use
you
it.
followed me, Lisa. Thank you for
sorry,
following
my
me.
You're welcome.
chair.
I
Are you on
don't. Yeah, but I
Instagram?
don't know what I'm doing.
You
No,
better
but I'm
follow
not
me.
on Instagram. Like I am. I have a presence. I'll follow you. I don't know how to do that, but I will.
exactly.
I just
Lucky
don't
for you, I'm
understand
not on it.
Instagram. But the kids keep
so
laughing
weird.
at me.
Yeah, I don't even know how to really.
I don't
post.
like social media.
I'll give my kids the phone. And be
I'd be
like,
lost
this
without
is-
Facebook, though. I really would. It keeps me connected with so many people at home.
Well, and
I
that's
love
true.
that. I
That's
really
true.
do.
Yeah,
I get to see.
Well, I mean, I think that there are
people.
benefits, but
Oh, I think that.
No,
Well, yeah,
that's
but
true.
anyone that doesn't like anyone I feel that is toxic, I unfollow them, or that I feel like I've got very good at kind of going, okay, regardless of it's not because of them, it's because of how I feel.
yeah, but
Well,
that's
when I see
valid.
them, I had to. Do you know what? I'll tell you something I found out about myself that I only found out from Pure Bar. Do you know what I can't cope with? You're going to have a field day with this.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
here we go.
What is that?
I can't cope with that chart in the, I can't cope with
What
that.
chart?
What's the challenge?
So we're doing a challenge.
Yeah, a challenge that you do 60 classes in 30 days.
No, 30 classes,
30 classes
in 60
Oh,
days.
in 60 days. And there's a chart at the back. And someone said to me, you need to put your name up on the chart. And I literally went into panic mode going, I can't do that. But I didn't know I couldn't do that until I looked at it and went, yeah, I can't. I actually can't. I can't do that.
Just because you ripped the heads off of wine bottles, like you're
No,
just...
I feel, I
It's like
was
commitment.
like,
It's commitment.
no, it's competition.
Oh, competition.
That
I was like, I bet you take 30
avoid.
classes in 60
I probably
days.
do. I don't look at my count.
Yeah,
I don't know how many classes
Yeah.
I've done. I don't look at my count.
Yeah.
But I know if I had to be accountable for that,
Yes.
that would drive me nuts.
See, I'm really competitive. That's why when I try to open the wine bottle and then Lisa just...
Sorry, I
I'm
ruined that for you.
competitive too.
I do feel that's more of an American thing, though.
The competitiveness.
Yes, yeah, I do.
so
I do feel it's a very
Yes.
and again, it comes down to like even your football teams and like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Thank
then
you.
I'm so not competitive.
You're kind of
It's
an
like,
American now, though, right?
yeah, but I don't have a team. I don't care. I just want everyone to be happy. See, that's why
be
I'm not
happy.
allowed to play.
Yeah. Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Well,
See,
let's
that's
cheers to that.
Cheers.
Everyone be happy. Cheers.
Yay. Ooh, that sounded pretty.
It did.
Dude, even with the can.
Thank you for joining the ladies of the Middle AGEish podcast as they journey through the ups and downs of this not young, but definitely not old season of life. To hear past episodes or make suggestions for future episodes, visit www.middleageish.com. That's www.middleageish.com. You can follow along on social media at Middle AGEish. Also, if you have a moment to leave a review, rate, and subscribe, that helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Middle AGEish podcast.